We're going to have some fun today with some local chefs. Our first challenger is known as the co-founder of the Secret Pickle Supper Club. He has consulted in restaurants, concepts, design, operations, and management, and worked at the Michelin 2-star Picholine restaurant in New York City. Please welcome to the stage. Put your hands together and give a big Toronto welcome for challenger Chef Matt Cantor. Sir, looking good. Looking good. Our next challenger is a graduate of the Culinary Institute of America who has worked at Daniel in New York City. He joined Farmhouse Tavern, which Toronto Life named the top 10 best new restaurants in 2013. He is also chef of the acclaimed Hunt Camp seasonal project at Farmhouse Tavern. Please welcome Chef Alex Mollitz to the stage. Alex, how are you, sir? Looking good. Our final competitor draws inspiration from Toronto's food neighborhoods and the land that surrounds us. He is passionate about all facets of food and being active in developing the next generation. He is the executive chef at the Beverly. Please welcome Chef Eric Wood to the stage. Looking good, Chef Eric Wood. Not saying I'm biased, but good-looking bald man. Right on. Are you ready for the Chef Challenge? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Y'all set for this? Okay. Here we go. Let's meet our judges now. Our first judge has an extensive international culinary career spanning Toronto, Chicago, New York, Europe, and Montreal. He is the culinary director for the Apollo Group in Montreal, focused on culinary innovative artistry. Please welcome All-Clad Cookware Ambassador, Chef Tom Brody. How are you, sir? Our next judge has worked in the food industry for over 30 years. He's a certified chef de cuisine, that's French, which is one of the highest culinary certifications in the country. As executive corporate chef, he now leads and oversees the culinary department for McCormick, Canada. Please put your hands together and welcome Michael Cloutier. Our next judge's professional career began right here at the famous Toronto landmark, the Royal York Hotel, where he earned his Red Seal certification. He is the executive chef of the President's Choice Cooking Schools, where he is directly responsible for more than 200 President's Choice Cooking Schools across the country. Please welcome Chef Tom Philippou. Good to see you, sir. And our final judge is an award-winning journalist who has spent more than a decade covering some of the biggest stories in the GTA and across Canada. She was born and raised right here in the GTA and is a huge lover of good food, making her perfect for this competition. Please put your hands together and welcome global news anchor Carolyn McKenzie. Hey, Carolyn. How are you? All right, chefs. Here's how it works. You have 40 minutes to prepare one hot plate, 2 servings. Your dish must use each of the ingredients in your basket. You don't have to use all the ingredients in your basket, but you must use at least each of the ingredients at least once. You all have full use of the Electrolux equipment. Yes, Electrolux. The All-Clad Cookware. Yes, All-Clad Cookware. You have full access to it. And any of the items from the pantry. You're competing for a culinary prize pack sponsored by our Chef Challenge sponsors, All-Clad Cookware. Make some noise for All-Clad Cookware. If you have a clad, it covers all. McCormick, Canada, our wonderful spices here. NPC Black Label Collection. Make some noise for those folks. Come on. McCormick, Canada, and PC Black Label Collection. Let's bring out our mystery baskets. Chefs, no peeking yet. No peeking yet. And by the way, a big round of applause for all of our volunteers for today's event in the green shirts, doing a very, very good job. No peeking, chefs, no peeking. The baskets are in front of you. All right, chefs, on the count of 3, you may reveal your ingredients. 3, 2, and by the way, one more time for All-Clad Cookware. Ladies and gentlemen, our sponsors for 3, 2, 1, go. All right, there you go. Chefs, in front of you, you have rabbit. You have locally grown tomatoes. And you have McCormick Maple Bacon Spice, as well as some PC Black Label Walnut Pesto. All right, the Toronto Taste Challenge begins Now, 40 minutes on the clock. There you go. All right. Okay, so what do we have here? Chef Wood. Chef Wood's digging right there into the bacon, looks like. He's going right for the pork. Whereas we've got Chef Cantor. Goes to the fridge for an onion. An onion. What's he doing with that? And over there, oh, interesting use of that. Okay, going for the bacon as well. Okay, here we go, Chef. How are we doing so far, Chef? How's it going over here?
Fantastic. Yeah.
And what would you say now? What do you think of this Electrolux range? Is it amazing?
So far, so good.
Good stuff. Now, can you give us a sort of a preview on what you're making here?
So I got 27 minutes, so I'm going to do tomato and walnut risotto.
Oh, wow.
And braised rabbit. We'll see. 40 minutes is tight, but I think I can do it.
And have you made rabbit a lot before?
Yeah, a bit, yeah. So
it's a tricky meat, though.
No, in 40 minutes, it's a tricky meat.
Okay, there you go. So speed's the factor here.
Yeah, unless you want to debone it and do lots of stuff to it. So anyway.
Gotcha. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, we'll check back with you, sir. How are you doing?
Super. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. And over here now we've got what have we got here? My gosh, we got the rabbit over here, and we've got. Can you tell us take us through your process, sir?
I have the oyster mushrooms. I have braised rabbit, and I'm gonna do a stuffed whole rabbit.
And already it smells just absolutely incredible.
I
Good
hope
stuff.
so.
How do you feel about winning this?
I don't know, some fancy shit we're working on.
There you go, some fancy stuff working on here, going on. And last but not least, sir, how you doing over here?
I'm all right.
This is awesome. You and I could put our heads together and make an ass of ourselves. Yes, we could.
There's a lot of shine happening.
A lot of shine happening between us. So I see you have a pineapple here. How are you using that?
I'm gonna make like a caramelized pineapple and tomato salsa.
Okay.
Doing a little ancho chili grits.
Yep.
Little barbecue rabbit. You know.
So you feel confident?
I'll have the time to do the dishes too.
There you go. That's amazing. Proving once again, bald guys are amazing. That's all I want to say. Looking good, sir. Looking good. And by the way, this does smell delicious, even though you have hair. It's okay. It's all good. We're watching our chefs in action, and now we're going to have a chat with our judges so far. Mr. Tom Brody, how are you, sir? Are you liking what you're seeing so far, sir?
You know what's so impressive about all this is how clean everybody works.
How clean everybody works. Did you hear that, guys? Very
Seriously,
cool.
It's a sense of professionalism.
Excellent, excellent. And certainly, with a lot of time, it's obviously very difficult, but working clean. Excellent, very good, very good. Over to you, Monsieur Cloutier. How are you, sir?
Fantastic. How
Are you liking what you're seeing?
I like to see some more spices being used, but yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Some more, any spice in particular?
Well, I mean, they have to use the maple bacon, which is wonderful, but I'd like to see some more go in there.
Good answer, very good. Tom Filippo, how are you, sir?
I'm fantastic.
What are you thinking so far of this contest and our chefs?
These guys look calm, cool, collective, and you know what? They're gonna have a winning dish because they've got the PC walnut black label pesto. How can you go wrong? Okay, I'm done with that. I just had to get that out, so we're good.
And they're making it on an Electrolux grill.
That's right.
All right, last one. Carolyn McKenzie, how are you, my love?
I am great. I feel a little bit out of my element, so if breaking news happens, I'm ready to go. But right now, I'm a little intimidated because this isn't my forte. However, I know about pressure, being in the news business, so I'm watching the guys. I am noting how calm and collected they are, and in the news business, that's how we have to be, even though we are stressed. Inside.
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
But we got to keep calm out front for the people. So and these guys are, I'm impressed. They are keeping calm. Who knows what's happening inside?
Inside,
but,
I know, yeah.
yeah.
All right, so chefs, 15 minutes left on the clock. All right. The pressure is going. Let's talk to each of our chefs and see how they're doing with 15 minutes left to go. How are you doing, sir? How you doing over here?
Yeah, really good.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
And what would you do, Chef Wood, if you ran out of time?
If I ran out of time?
Yes.
It's not gonna happen.
No such thing, right? No such thing. Because everyone knows bald guys, we move fast. That's why we're bald, because we're fast.
Yeah.
Over here, Chef Molitz, how are you, sir?
Really, really good.
And sir, am I saying Molitz? Molitz? Did I say that right?
Mullets.
Molitz. There you go.
That's the
now,
one.
I notice I'm seeing your other tattoo here. It says moo on one side and oink on the other.
Yeah.
Is that because of a particular love of the culinary meat arts?
Absolutely.
Very good, sir. And how you feeling with the 15 minutes left to go?
Yeah, totally fine.
You feeling good? No problem. Look at no problem at all. Last but not least, sir, how are you feeling?
I'm great.
You feeling great?
Oh yeah.
And how's that risotto? Now risotto, I mean, in 40 minutes, you got to stir that stuff. It can be picky. I admire your choice.
I'm an expert.
Ooh, look at, okay, so feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine.
Excellent, there you go. So now I think we've got about 13 minutes left on the clock.
All right, so we have 9 minutes and 52 seconds left for these chefs James, come on up here. Let's just take a look at what's happening. Actually, I
We're
think some of the
gutting down.
chefs are getting pretty close.
Now,
They don't see. No one seems to be panicking here.
No one's panicking. They seem very, very calm. I mean, everyone's very, very calm, cool, and
And
collected.
then, I think they just went back for some shots of tequila.
Now hang on a second. Chef Mullet, are you cleaning up? Are you actually cleaning your station?
We're fine.
He's cleaning his station. You're not even worried about it. Not even breaking a sweat here, Bob. Now, I mean, I don't know, but I would be stressing out completely, especially with risotto. But no worries over here. Now, Bob, being a chef and being the surreal gourmet, what would you have done with these ingredients?
With the rabbit.
Put it in the dishwasher?
I think I would have put the rabbit. Yeah, I would have put the rabbit in the dishwasher. I would have put I would stitch the fur back on it.
Put the fur back on
Yeah,
it
exactly.
and put it in like a car engine and drive somewhere and heat it up that way and
Yeah.
do that
It's
with
about it's about 200 kilometers to cook a rabbit.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And only Bob Bloomer knows that. I had no idea. Who would know that? I have no idea. That's amazing. Steven, have you ever cooked a rabbit before?
Yeah.
Have you ever auctioned a rabbit before?
Not a dead one. Or a live one. But I was just going to say that guy hasn't even started cooking his rabbit.
That's why it's amazing. He's cleaning his station.
I'd say
Everything
he
is all
has
good.
cojones of steel.
I think Steven's pulled a few rabbits out of hats before, though.
Maybe we're doing that tonight.
We are. We got 3 minutes left on the
3
clock.
minutes
We're
left
We're
on the
gonna
clock.
count this down. Watch what these chefs
What's
are
going
doing.
now? Does that rabbit look good to you, Bob? What do you think? That looks pretty. Is that's good? We got the looks like the leg, the hind quarter looks like it.
Hindquarters.
Hind quarter.
Hindquarter, quick braise with the bacon spices.
Hind quarter quick braise with the bacon spices. That sounds pretty good. And how's the risotto coming?
It's great.
Now, Chef, what are you doing here?
I got some cheese grits.
Cheese grits, interesting. So we have
Cheese
cheese
grits.
grits on this end, and over here we have some risotto. Oops, can't get in the way here. Two
minutes left on the clock.
So you know what? None of
2
these
minutes.
chefs have started to plate yet. So this is going to get furious. Because guys, when we hit 0 on the clock, hands in the air, step away from the plates. There's no mercy.
Does anyone work at Chorus, by the way? Anyone work here? Has anyone ever used this slide? I want to get a job at Chorus just for the slide.
Woo! Check this out. That is some serious heat.
That
is
some-
a beautiful
look at that.
rabbit loin that's
Look at that, he
wrapped
wrapped
around
it.
some herbs.
He wrapped and tied it. I couldn't tie my shoes in that time, and he wrapped a whole rabbit and cooked it. What's in the middle of that rabbit there, Bob?
Chef?
Kale, and I forget everything else.
Kelly forgets everything else, and he's whipping up a quick little salad there.
Hey now, hey,
Uh-oh.
no sabotage.
Kale, pesto, and the spices, of course, because every chef has to use every single ingredient or they're disqualified.
At least once. And over here,
Wow.
bald chef, Chef
1
Wood.
minute, Chef. 1 minute.
Now, Chef, do you ever shave your head down to the wood? Because his name is Chef Wood. Come on, folks. That's hilarious. By the way, are you losing your hair, Chef? Is that why you shave it? That's why I shave my head, because it's my way of saying to my scalp, hey, buddy, you can't fire me. I quit.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Is that where you're at? Yeah, good stuff. So, Chef, how's this gone for you?
Oh, really good. Yeah.
Feeling good?
Yeah. Really
Feeling
good.
And how did you utilize all the ingredients?
Hey, James, the
Oh,
guy's
yes, sir.
got
Yes, sir.
33 seconds left
32
to present his
seconds.
plate. Get out of his
32
face.
seconds.
Get out of
29
his face.
seconds. We are down to less than, and we got a plate, guys. Got to have plate.
Look at
we
this.
have
Okay,
we
I got
have
the-
a
I got
lot.
the
20,
rabbit
20
legs going on
seconds
the
left to
risotto.
plate and get this ready for the judges. It's down to the wire, Bob.
This
Look
is
at
down. Look at
this.
this.
This is where it comes down to it. When it's just look at that. Wow.
This is where we
So
separate.
the plate and our judges are they're not easy to impress. They are very finicky. Look,
And
oh,
here we
wow.
go. Look at that. 4.
That is
3,
amazing.
2,
1 Mississippi.
And okay, I think we'll just turn a
One.
blind eye for a couple seconds. No, there we go. Hands in the air, chefs.
All right.
Beautiful. Hey. How
Ladies
about a
and
big
gentlemen, our
round of
chefs.
applause. For
Wow.
our chefs. Very
Bob,
beautiful.
I gotta say, I have hosted a lot of food events, and I've been to a lot of crazy competitions like this. And I gotta say, beyond doubt, this by far has been the most recent. So a lot of tension going on today. How has this
Look
been
at-
pressure-wise for you? What do you think? How do these guys
Well,
perform?
I am seeing a lot of sweat on these chefs' brows, even though they were playing it pretty cool at about
They're
the
pretty
10-minute
cool.
mark.
Yeah.
Okay, so chefs, we'd like you to take your plates, bring them up to the judges, and then you're going to describe exactly what you've done for the judges.
All right, here we go. All right, our food is in transit. Over to our judges. Judges, how are you feeling about this, tasting these delicious rabbit-based dishes? What do you think? They're looking. And by the way, the plating, can we get a shot at the plating? Can you guys see how brilliantly that was plated in a matter of no time? Like, I can't even make oatmeal in that amount of time, and they just plated a gourmet meal. It's just, it's brilliant. All right. First thoughts, Chef Tom Brody. First thoughts, sir.
Very
you haven't
pretty.
tasted it yet, of course.
I have not tasted it.
Nope. And what do you think of the presentation?
Very pretty.
And this is Matt. Okay.
Not so pretty.
Oh, it's all pretty.
I just want to say, of all of our celebrity judges, and by the way, a big round for all of our celebrity judges today, giving up their time to come down here today. But, and no offense to the other three of you, but by far and away, Chef Tom Brody has by far the best socks of any of the judges. Have you seen this? Amazing sock presentation, sir. So, Chef Brody, what are your first thoughts, if you could?
Very beautiful looking. Plates are warm. This one's like piping hot. It's going to be in the taste.
Very good. Monsieur Cloutier.
You know, it's pretty amazing that in 40 minutes they came out with this, so I'm very impressed. A lot of technical use of ingredients, so I'm looking forward to tasting.
And now looking at the presentation, can you see the good use of McCormick spices in there?
I can, sir, I
Good,
can.
good, good. And what about that all-clad cookware, Chef? That was look pretty good, right? By the way, Chef Brody's socks are sponsored by All-Clad as well. If you buy All-Clad cookware, you get free socks. It's an amazing deal they have now. Don't hesitate.
Oven mitts and socks.
Oven mitts and matching socks, because that's how you know you're a baller when you're in the kitchen. Over here, Monsieur Filippo.
Yes, sir.
Chef Filippo, what are your first impressions, sir?
You know what? In 40 minutes, these guys are professionals. These plates look beautiful, well presented. They smell amazing. And I'm just about to dig in. Hopefully, I can taste that.
The PC
walnut pesto, the
walnut
black
pesto.
label. Black label. Can we say that together?
What's that? Sorry, what is it again? It's PC.
Black label.
Black label
collection.
The Black Label collection for coutier, extreme, you know, chef artisans. Would you say?
That's right.
Wow.
Bring out inner foodie. That's what I have to say.
There you go. Very good. All right. Now, Carolyn McKenzie, what are you thinking? What's our report from Global News? What are you thinking, ma'am?
All right, well, this just in. Well, literally, this just in.
It just came in.
I'm right now deciding. I'm looking at this like I look at my wine.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how you start with, say, a Beaujolais or a Merlot, and you work up your way up to a Cab Sauv. I've asked my Chef Tom, not mine.
No, you're mine.
Your personal chef for today.
We've become very close.
I'll be
But I was wondering which one I should start with, depending on the flavors. But you just said dig in, so I'm just going to dig in.
Excellent. Now, could we have each of our chefs describe their dish? Chef Cantor, could you tell us what you did, describe the dishes for each of our judges?
I've got a risotto made with the walnut pesto and Parmesan butter, rabbit stock, and then roasted tomatoes with smoked paprika from McCormick, and then the braised rabbit leg with the bacon spice.
That sounds pretty good to me for 40 seconds and 40 minutes of not knowing what you're making. Excellent, well done. Watching up there was very impressive, sir. Good stuff. Okay, that's Chef Molitz. Chef Molitz, can you tell us about your dish, sir?
Yeah. So rabbit ballotine. Stuffed on the inside is the pesto, kale stems, fresh kale, and the spice mix. The ballotine, or the rabbit itself, has been seasoned also with salt and the McCormick spices. And then on the outside is a raw salsa or whatever of celery, tomato, a little more kale, orange, lemon, lime.
It was impressive watching you work, sir. Especially under pressure was one thing, but with those, no, it's all good. It's all good.
I jacked my finger when I was working.
Oh, really? So we had an injury while we're. You're okay though. You're good. You're all good. Excellent. But working through an injury, that's how intense these chefs are. Our last chef, Mr. Wood, Monsieur Wood, Eric Wood, executive chef at the Beverly Hotel. Sir, tell us about your dish.
So I did a barbecue rabbit. So I made a barbecue sauce with the maple bacon, salt, and the walnut pesto. Then roasted the rabbit leg.
The PC Black Label Walnut Pesto?
The PC Black Label Walnut Pesto. All right. Then I did a ancho chili grits with the McCormick's ancho chili, a little bit of cream, Parmesan cheese, and then made mushroom cracklin. Wow. Yeah, mushroom cracklin. That's
Sorry, what exactly is mushroom? For those that don't know, what is mushroom cracklin?
So if you take mushrooms and you kind of like cook them long in oil, they get really crispy. So like vegetarians who can't have bacon and crispy stuff, it'll do the same thing. Gets that umami and that crisp. So it's a bomb.
Umami, the fourth sensation, they say, right? There's sour, sweet, and then the third one, right? The third one.
Actually 5.
There's 5. What are there? What's
Sweet, salty.
Savory. Sweet, salty, savory. Bitter. And then?
Umami.
Umami.
Because it makes you, when you eat it, you go, ooh, mommy.
That's right. You go, yeah. Ready? Umami. Yeah. Kind of creepy, but it's okay. Anyway, impressive watching your work, sir. And I'm sorry, I cut you off. Was we going to say something?
And then the last thing on there was a charred pineapple and tomato salsa with the walnut, the PC Black Label walnut pesto.
The PC Black Label walnut pesto, which you made on the All-Clad cookware. Is that correct?
On the Electrolux.
On the Electrolux range. Good stuff. Chef Wood, thank you very much. Impressive, sir. And a big round for all of our celebrity chefs doing a phenomenal job. There is not enough to go around. I'm sad to say there's not enough to go around for the whole crowd. But our judges are busy deliberating as we speak right now, and we will have an answer.
The winner is Eric Wood.
Wow. Amazing. Proving once again, bald guys are awesome. Rock on, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a big thanks to our sponsor, All-Clad, Electrolux, McCormick, and PC Black Label Collection for supporting the Toronto Taste Chef Challenge. And congratulations to our winning chef. There he is. Let him know.